Hello, brothers and sisters of all bloodlines. How are you? Messenger Christopher, Spirit World X, the Mahdi. How are you? I'm out here, of course, taking in some fresh air and enjoying the beautiful snow. It's all over the place. I wanted to upload just a short clip to add to the warning shift clip that I gave you a few days ago in regards to deciding to stand against this ridiculous situation that we are presently dealing with our so-called leadership. Brothers and sisters, it's imperative that you understand the situation that we're in. I have been providing you all with as much information as possible in regards to who we are, where we are in our co-created Matrix program. You remember Yeshua in the Bible was speaking to individuals that were following his instruction when he told you that we are one. Although he didn't explain to you to the extent that I am very shortly going to explain to you we are one, the reality is we all emanate from each other's consciousness. Whether that be the level of conscious awareness, cognitive capacity, and magnetic manifest potential that you reap and sow with, or that be your physical body, your present avatar. We all exist out of the same consciousness. Now, over the past 3 years, since January of 2021, the system and its so-called governors have sent out they've, of course, in a desperate attempt to hijack our redemption process, they have gang-stalked me and they've sent out their flying monkeys. A flying monkey is an individual, third eye blind, who chooses to be a gatekeeper to what the Bible told you and I was the spiritually dead, those who walk in spiritual blindness. These individuals are paid to keep you in a degraded state of awareness. And it's time for you and I to acknowledge the fact that these individuals have done a great job of maintaining, one of my lenses, of course, I have my glasses set up in such a way that if I do sit on them again, I won't crush them. So that's what you just noticed with my glasses. However, these individuals have done a great job of making sure that we are totally disconnected, not only from our highest, our electrochemical magnetic trinities, authentic trinities, highest division, but even from ourselves, to such a degree that insecurity is what most of us know when we attempt to associate with individuals around us, whether we are in our, whether we're associating with individuals in our bloodline, or whether that be individuals of other bloodlines. We are certainly degraded to such an extent that we have very little care for the life around us. And this is what the Worldwide Paradigm Shift Show is all about, redeeming us to our highest level of conscious awareness so that once again we can have an opportunity to be the people that we are meant to be here in our co-created matrix program. It's such a shame that we have the level of unconscious awareness that we do, being that we might as well be the walking dead. Brothers and sisters, we are losing time in respect to taking advantage of the opportunity to reclaim this planet. As a result of the many tactics that the so-called leadership have employed so as to counter what I have been chosen to do on this planet. And I want to speak to you individuals who are presently following me around and doing everything you can to ruffle my feathers. From here on out in this program, I'm going to be providing you information that you're not aware of. What I want you to know is that though you may feel as if you can continue to manipulate my channel on YouTube so as to take the information and create your own videos, putting date and time stamps on those videos and putting them into the algorithm so that it appears as if the information that the viewers were seeing was already out there, already on the internet prior to me disclosing it. However, what I want you to know is that all of the information I'm going to be providing to you with every video upload is going to be information that is not going to give you the ability to redeem the people without my guidance. Okay? In other words, when I started this, to give you an example, when I started this video compilation of the Worldwide Paradigm Shift Show, I didn't give you information in regards to who you are, where you are, as clearly as you've been able to glean over the past few months. Well, the same thing is going to take place, and it's not taking place because I am being deceptive. It's going to take place because of the fact that our mind is immense, infinite, and there is always something new to know. And so, when you do feel as if you have the capacity to take this information and repackage it, there will always be something more that you, my brothers and sisters, need to know. And of course, I also want to warn you that you will meet your ends if you attempt to, from here on out, violate this redemption process. Now, I also want to let all of you know that over the past few weeks I've been commiserating on why it is the individuals who are working to silence me have worked so hard, have put so much energy into doing this process. Now, I understand that our society is a very selfish society of people. Our society is full of selfish people, insecure individuals who do not want to let go of what they know for their degree of insecurity is so deep. And I can understand that. However, I took the time to ask the guardians exactly what it was that leads these individuals to feel that I am such a bad person. And the guardians reminded me of the time that a couple years ago, 2 years ago, maybe 2 years and 2 months, after I found out that my mother had passed, and of course, I was, excuse me, unsure of if whether or not the terms that she had passed were terms that were what's the word I want to say? I was unsure if whether or not my mother had to succumb to the insecurities of our system. So I decided I wanted to get out of my space, and I went back to, for one day, I decided I was going to party with Yayo hard. And, of course, in the past I've dealt with that off and on, throughout my growth in my latter years working and stuff. And I remember, I thought back to the time the gentleman, as I was walking downtown, I thought back to the time, I was reminded of the time the gentleman, when he was telling me, he said, "Here, man, I'm going to give you this." And he said, "If you can, give me some money back tomorrow or whatever." And I said, "Okay." Now, as this gentleman was leaving my location, he said, "You know what?" He seen a guitar sitting down, and he said to me, "Here, I'll just take this, and tomorrow when you give me some money," he said, "I'll give it back to you." And because of the fact that I had been trying to fix this guitar, and I wanted to keep it, to some degree, I said to him, I said, "Well, that's somebody's I know. It's a friend of mine. I'm fixing it for them," in hopes that he would say, "Okay, just go. All right, I'll just leave it there." Instead of him doing that, he decided that he would just, push the envelope, and he said, "Well, no," he said, "if you're going to see me tomorrow," he said, I'll make sure I give it back." And I said, "All right, what the heck." Well, the truth in regards to that guitar, you gentlemen who, of course, are a part of this, who were a part of that plan to keep me fixed to that degree of dysfunction, the guitar that you took was a guitar that I had found in the trash. Okay, it was a guitar that wasn't owned by anyone. When I found it, it was, of course, in a hallway of a building that one of my friends, associates, lived in. And I had noticed that it was sitting against the wall for weeks, and no one had done anything with it. So I figured I would pick it up and see what I could do with it. Now, what I want to say to you is if that's the reason why you tried so hard to convince everyone that I am, corrupted, I can't be a friend, well, there's your answer. The truth is the guitar wasn't even mine. It was garbage. Okay? The guitar was not a friend's, it was garbage. And I want you to know that I understand why it is you felt that I couldn't be a friend. Okay? However, outside of that, anyone who knows me knows that I am certainly not a thief. I don't steal off people. And as a matter of fact, I normally provide more to all of the relationships that I have when I'm dealing with an individual associate, and I make sure that I am always on the level, as I have been on the level since that time 2 years ago, when I decided I wanted to get out of my space, because I wasn't as grounded in the knowledge of the truth as I am at this moment. And I was pretty shaken when my mother passed, under conditions that were not right. So I do understand that that may be one of the reasons why you try so hard. However, as you see, you have not prevailed. And by the way, to all of my brothers and sisters out there watching my videos, even though you notice that my videos my views are being manipulated, and it may appear that no one's watching, for those of you who want to trust in my guidance, and of course, desire to know who I was and who I am, whether or not I, after a year of the Paradigm Shift Show running, made a slip up or not, the reality is that the system would have come to you anyways, and with their hijacking attempt, and would have tried to convince you that because of the fact that I used to party, because of the fact that I used to hang out, because of the fact that I used to do all the things that we've been conditioned and programmed to do, to find relief and to find a way of escape. Because of that, you would have, by their commitment to bringing me down, you would have had a question anyways, because these individuals are relentless in making sure that you and I, and the most high division of our authentic Trinity, are nowhere close to each other. It would have happened anyway, and we all have a past. I am not defined by my past. I'm not defined by the time that I've spent in darkness, and as you aren't defined by your past. And I want to ask that you accept my apology once again, and understand the conditions to which brought me to the decision to get out of my space when I did. I thank you very much. I thank you very much for your time, and I ask all of you, including you individuals who would like to take another stab at bringing me down, stay tuned to the Worldwide Paradigm Shift Show and prepare to rise. I thank you for your time. Carry on.